Assalamualaikum my dear students. Welcome back to It So Happened fourth lesson, the treasure reading. In last video we saw half first part, right? Today we will show the half of the remaining of the first part of this lesson. Now what we saw in the first part, we saw that there is a conversation held between Miss Bela Raja and Hafiz contractor. Mr. Hafiz contractor, who is India's leading architect, right? And in that conversation we saw that Hafiz contractor was used to have his terrible nightmare about mathematics examination, right? Then we saw about his childhood, that he used to have an interest in games, playing jokes and making pranks on others. Then once his principal advised him, which influenced him deeply, right? And we stopped it there, and by this influence he got 50% in SSC examination. Now let's start. I did lots of other things. See, as far as my things are concerned, I can't remember. He did lots of other things in his time, and as far as his things are concerned, as far as we talk about his things, he can't remember all the things. I forget things very easily. He forget all the things very easily. To remember, I have to see things as a photograph, and if he want to remember something, he first visualize all the things in a photograph manner. So whenever he was trying to remember something, he sees that things in a photography. I read a book and I can remember the matter as a photograph, but not through my mind. When he read any book, he remembered that book by visualizing in a photograph manner, not through he used to memorize all the things by his mind. That is how it works, and that is how all the things works. When you were in school and you were doing badly, did the teachers pull you up, and how did you feel? BR here, that means Bela Raja, news reporter. She asked him that when he was in his school and he was doing badly in his school, at that time some teachers pull him up here, that means reprimanded. That means कोई टीचर अगर किसी को डांटता है, उसको डांटते हैं तो उसको बोलते हैं pull you up. So if any teacher pull him up, so at that time how he feel? This question was asked by Miss Bela Raja. So answering her question, Hafiz contractor said that I never felt anything on being pulled up. He never felt anything when he was pulling up by some teachers, any teachers. I used to be so interested in playing. Why he never felt anything? Because all the time he was thinking about playing. I would receive a caning every week, and every week he would receive a caning here, that means punishment. So every week he was receiving, we can say, a punishment. Bela Raja said, when you knew that you had incurred the wrath of your teacher by not doing your homework or by behaving badly, when you knew you would get a caning, what was the state of your mind? Here Bela Raja asking him a question, that when he know that he had incurred the wrath of your teacher, here that wrath of your teacher, that means made your teacher furious, when he do some type of activity which makes his teacher angry. So at that time, which type of activity? By not bringing homework at the school, behaving badly. So this type of activity when done by you, at that time you know that you would get a caning, you would get a punishment. So what was your state of mind? What was his situation at that time? How he thought? This question was asked by Bela Raja. So Hafiz contractor said that state of mind, are you talking about state of mind, my situation, my mind situation are you talking about? Just at that time, just lift up the hand and they would can you. At that time, whenever I do mischiefs, yeah, I didn't bring homework, I just lift my hand, I just put my hand up for getting punishment. It would hurt badly and then I would have to forget about it. At that time, the punishment which was given by my teacher, it hurt a lot to me, but in a short time I forget all the things. Why he forget all the things? Because I would want to go and play, because he always thinking about playing, so he always want to go outside and for playing. Bela Raja said, you never felt insecure or threatened. Bela Raja asked him that you never felt insecure. Insecure here, that means unsafe. So you never felt unsafe or threatened or fear. Hafiz contractor said, I was just interested in playing and nothing else. Only he was interested in playing games or making funs or playing jokes on others. So nothing else. He was interested in nothing. I was most interested in funny pranks. He was most interested in making funny pranks on others. One day, I did not want to study. One day what happened? He didn't want to study. So he created a distraction. So what he did? He created a distraction. That means he distracted the attention. Distraction here, that means something amusing or and pleasurable which gives us joy. He did this type of activity on that day. What he did? For one whole hour we played chore police. He didn't want to do study, right? So for one whole hour they played chore police. Every Saturday we were allowed to go into town to see a movie. Now every Saturday a permission was given to them that they can go into the town to see a movie. So what I would do was have no lunch and collect money from 40 to 50 students. So what he did at that time, so when every Saturday when they got the permission to go out for seeing movie, so on Saturday he didn't take his lunch. What he did? He collect money from 40 to 50 students of his school and run and buy the tickets. So after getting money, collecting money, he run and buy tickets for movie. On my way back, after coming back to his way, I would eat to my heart's content. What he did? He would eat to my heart's content. Here heart's content, that means as much as he can eat. So he would eat as much as he can. I used to be the leader of a gang. Then here we can say he's saying his past memory. So he used to be the leader of a gang. He was a leader of a gang. We would have gang fights and plan strategies, and in that gang they all the time they were thinking about fighting and making strategies, planning strategies that how to defeat other. These things used to interest me more than any academics. So making planning strategies, making fights with other, all these things used to interest me. He was so much interested in these planning strategies of fighting more than any academics. He never thought never comes into his mind about educational matter. So he always interested in fights and planning strategies for fighting with others, and he was not interested in educational academic matter. Students used to book my textbooks for the following year, and students who were in a previous year they were used to book his textbook for the next year because they were almost brand new. Why they are all the time previous year students booked his textbook? Because they were almost brand new, because his textbook were new. That's why his textbook were brand new because he probably opened them one day before exams, because he rarely, we can say only one day, whole year only one day, when the examinations are conducted at that time, he used to open that textbook. That's why his textbook were brand new and students want to book his textbook, right? So this is the first part of the lesson. Okay, we will see the second part of the lesson in next video. Thank you and Assalamu alaikum.